Hello, Dominant Heron. I'm Crois. In today's Raid Shadow Legends video, I'm going to be going over the Zinogre Blademaster Fusion Guide. Take two. Hopefully the sound records this time. Alright, so we see her up here as the Fragment Collector. Uh, Her kit is... It's okay. Uh, it, a couple of months ago, I would have said like, I'll just go ahead and collect her, whatever. She's single target damage dealer with multi hits on everyone, but I've already got my team all set for Fire Knight hard. But now with City of Centranos, she could be excellent, for certain stages with the Fire Knight or just bosses in general, as she does very good damage for a single target. She's got this interesting passive, preventing death on 1 HP, and then supposed to heal up to 50%. With all the testing that I've seen done, it's weird. It's either not working correctly, or it does something where she takes the damage down, uh, keeps herself alive, heals herself, but then continues to take all the damage, like the rest of the damage, and dies anyway. It I hope it's bugged. Otherwise, like it would remove some really cool strategies that you could do with her as like solo, like the Sand Devil, or Bommel or whatever. So hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, let's go over into our guide here. It's a much nicer fusion than we've seen in recently, at least. We've got 115 fragments available, 20 available if you are able to secure victories in certain tournaments. So we got a champion training tournament where there's 10, and then the champion chase where there's 10. Energy wise, you've got Dragon coinciding with the first Dungeon Divers, which is nice. And then you've got champion training here, which coincides with Ice Golem. So I would skip out on Ice Golem because another Dungeon Diver starts the next day. And dovetails nicely. And then you've got Dungeon Divers continuing for 4 days, so probably going to be a large chunk. This first Dungeon Divers, 3,700, is a sizable amount. Right now I'm doing Dragon Stage 20 with Theodore and food. And once I get to the fragments, and there's a stage further than the fragments on the right-hand side of that tournament. But once I get to the fragments, I'm switching over to Ice Golem, and continuing to run food just for the serendipity of getting that Dungeon Divers done as well. We've got a 4-1 here, so but it does coincide with 2 days of Ice Golem and 1 day of Fire Knight. So hopefully, with all of that and champion training as well, it won't be too bad. And then skipping Fire Knight this day because you got 1 Dungeon Divers here, another Dungeon Divers there, and then you can do champion training in the meantime on the downtime in between Dungeon Divers. And finish out this Dungeon Divers with a Spider as well. And then we've got Champion Chase, which this purple is not so much as a 2x Voids. Not really sure what it's going to be. I think I've kind of given up my current model of predicting what's going to be next because it just doesn't seem to apply. I'm going to annotate and in a couple of months see if a pattern emerges. But this is purple because there's 5 champions with this Monster Hunter collaboration that Raid's doing. We've got the 7-day login. We've got this fusion. There's going to be a hero's path for one of them, and the archer, which is the one that I really want, is going to be a 15x in this summon rush, and going to be in a summoning pool event, which summoning pools, forget about it, it's free to play. So this is purple because the Void Legendary the one Void Legendary in this 5 champ collaboration with Monster Hunter is listed, as dates 19th through the 21st as being available in an in-game event. Don't know what that in-game event's going to be. Uh, Doubt it's going to be a guaranteed champion. But don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? Just knows that that's going to be there. So with the fragments being 115 and both summoning events are also at 15, you can skip one of these whole things. Normally, I like to skip summon rushes and do the champion chase, just because there's multiple ways to get points for the champion chase, and I like to save shards. However, the archer, which is the one I really want, is going to be on a 15x during this summon rush. So if the rewards in the summon rush for maxing out look good, I'm going to be very, very tempted to complete the summon rush and forego the champion chase. Um, and you could do both and skip out on something else if you really hate something else. But as free to play, shards are the hardest thing to come by, and the most important thing to try to save and stockpile. All right, let's see what else. What did I do? Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, except for yeah, there is a CVC, but it's in the middle of the fusion, and this being a fragment champion, uh, really really doesn't matter. Hopefully, if they do a regular fusion next month, it'll coincide with CVC. But since this is a fragment, it's no big deal. But just keep that in mind on these 2 days. We've got CVC. It coincides with Ice Golem Dungeon Divers and Champion Training Dungeon Divers, which is not necessarily great CVC points. So if you're not on short on resources, and you can complete the Ice Golem and Champion Training outside of these days, so on this day and over on these days, and then do your dungeon divers as running spider, getting those big points. That's probably a good strategy there. But yeah, um, hopefully if you're going for it, I wish you luck. Best of luck on all the summonings, and hopefully your start of the new year has been good. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Consider doing all the YouTube things, and have a good day. Tschüss. The video is over. This is the end screen. You can go now. Bye.